Right, welcome back to my channel and the new project, the mud mower project. This video is just going to tell you what my plans are with it. If you haven't seen a mud mower before, you don't know what it's about, because obviously it's more American thing than it is English, so you don't see a lot of it over here. It's basically an off-road lawnmower. Goes through deep mud and that sort of stuff, but this is just going to tell you what some of the things we're going to do to it, or hope to do to it, and yeah, just a bit more about the project. I'll speak to you in a second. Well, the first job I've got to do is take these brackets off the lift, because they're catching on at the moment. I've still got the back plate on here because if you remember rightly, my lift doesn't jack up anymore. The ram's gone, so I had to have the lift up, and then I lifted it onto the lift. Louis helped me, but it was a bit of a struggle. I thought it would slide on this plate, it sort of did, but you know, it's surprising how heavy that end is when it's resting on the back axle, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to show you now some of the bits we're going to be doing to it. If you watched the video what I did about a week ago, I couldn't get this to turn. It was solid, and I've freed it off now. If I'm going to use this engine or not, I don't know. If not, I might just rebuild it and have it as a spare. I'm not too sure, because I've got the engine over here, the Vanguard, 18 horse V-twin, and I really like the sound of them. Yeah, they sound really nice. Don't sound so good on camera for some reason, but they do sound nice when you're actually with them. And it's got, at the moment, it's just got two in one pipe, and I've got a silencer for it and that. But that's the engine. I'm thinking that's what I will use. All the wiring is going to be obviously changed. That's pretty obvious really. All this is going to be took out. We're going to rewire it all, put switches on the dashboard. I'm thinking about voltmeters and all kinds of stuff. But it depends how far we go. The first sort of time we'll probably build it to a certain level, and then use it and see how we get on, and then you know, develop it later, because I would like to get it sort of done over the winter. The body's obviously going to come off, all the tin work's going to come off, so we'll bring it down to the chassis so we can have a good look at it, strengthen it where we need to strengthen it. We'll go on the mechanical stuff a bit more. The rear axle, I'm going to lock the diff, I'm going to weld the diff up on it, because I believe that's the way to go anyway, but they always say a locked diff with bald tyres is better than an open diff with good tyres. So, and obviously I've done green laning, as you know, mainly on motorbikes though, and I always did me racing on dirt, so I do know a little bit about that sort of stuff. Yeah, so that's what I plan on doing, locking the diff on it. Then we've got some framework bits I'm going to do doing. One of the things I notice other people doing is welding the axle on up here, so it makes it more rigid, but it depends. I think it depends on the size of the wheels you put on the front of it, and bits like that. We're going to have a nudge bar come out here, out the front here, out the front of the machine. We'll have a nudge bar sort of come out here somewhere. This brackets will go, I reckon. There's an American channel, Fearless Front, and if you look at his, he's got a Mower, and that's very well done. And I've watched a few ideas he's got for how he's done the bonnet as a quick release bonnet. So you just lift it, take one pin out here, and take the whole thing off. What seems a good idea to me. We're going to have a foot throttle, will be here. one of the ideas he's got is the brake on the lever. He's got a lever bent this way and a brake, and I quite like the idea of that as well. So on that pedal, what was normally the clutch and the brake, it will only be a clutch. So I quite like the idea of that. And what else we got to do with it? Yeah, obviously we're going to take all the lifting gear, all the lifting gear is going to come off of it for the deck. That's going to come off. A couple of things I'm going to do, what I've seen on other ones and are pretty good. What's a good idea? I'm going to put a couple of handles either side on the body, so when it's sort of tipping up, you can sort of pull yourself over. One of the problems I've got, well, it's not a problem as such, but one of the things I've got to do is I've got to build it so that I can fit on it and Louis can fit on it. Obviously I need a bit of room for my belly, and he needs sort of pedals to be where he can reach them, because obviously he's a lot shorter than me. So you know, I want to do it so basically anybody can drive it. So that's sort of something I've got to line, you know, I've got to sort of get everything sort of within reason so we can both do it comfortably. He sort of sits a bit further forward than me, but I did say that I could actually move the seat where he had it and it wouldn't be too bad. But obviously we're going to alter the foot controls anyway. This is going to come off. Like I say, anything to do with the cutting, grass cutting things, all going to come off. Can't really think of. I'm in again. I've got to see. I haven't been doing these lately, have I? But it's just a rough idea to, you know, what I'm doing, so you understand. There's loads of little things, you know, I've got ideas I've got in my head. I mean, some things I was looking at the other day when I was looking around it, I saw over engineering them. It was unbelievable. Well, it's not meant to be that sort of project really. It's supposed to be, it's more of a bodge project really when you think about it. You know, you're just trying things to work, but I'm coming up with ideas, you know, silly ideas, and I'm sort of over engineering it, so I'm trying to keep it simple. But you know how it is when you start playing, you can't really silly ideas. Like I say, the main thing is it's on the lift, that's the thing, and it's in the workshop. Still need to tidy the workshop up, I mean, as you can see, because the lift's been there for probably a year. We've done is pulled it out last thing yesterday to start getting it ready to, so obviously I'm sort of dying to get it in here and start work on it. Yeah, I mean, like I say, if you haven't seen mud mowers before, look it up on YouTube, just put in mud mowers or mud mower and you'll find loads of stuff. Like I said, 99% of it is American. Yeah, but it's something a bit different, and it's definitely going to be cheaper than trying to build it into a racer like we were going to originally. So I'm quite sort of chuffed with that idea of doing a cheap build. One of the first things I've got to do is get another battery for it. There wasn't a lot of bottle when we picked the machine up, so get a decent battery in it. Not sure if I'm going to have the battery here or put a box on there and put it in there. I'm not sure yet. And use that as a toolbox sort of thing. We didn't even think about putting a little rack or tray on the back to put some bits and pieces in. Obviously that means more weight on the back wheels to help it grip a bit, but not sure yet. Not sure yet at all. But yeah, I've got to apologise again for this lighting in here. It's not very good, and it's a horrible wet day outside. So yeah, I don't know how well this is sort of going to come out really on the camera light. But yeah, well, at least we got it on the lift. That means we've started, so that's a good thing. Like I say, Louis looking forward to it, so we can move that seat quite a way forward yet, even on that standard. I think it's right back at the moment. Could keep the seat just on that, I suppose. Yeah. Well, there should be a fair few videos coming up of this, I should think. So if you like this sort of thing, tick the like box and subscribe if you want to see some more. Yeah, and I'm gonna go, so I'm not going to ramble on and all the rest of it. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now.